As I've said from the get-go today, I don't talk about COS anymore. Now I'm just talking about what I want to talk about because I face it. Eddie loves me doing this and I can't break his heart. So I'll be doing this just under different ways. I'm started a little bit late because I had St. Bernard and Boxer Tech to deal with first. I'm on the waterfront, one of our favorite places to visit in Alameda. And wanted to show you that big boat that I'm showing right now. The middle of that dips and big boats can get on it, and then it can carry those big boats to get repaired. Isn't that crazy? Hi, you. And it's probably like some CIA thing I'm showing, and they're gonna get me on the video going, you can't show that even though it's in public. So, and there's just a boat going by, going in for the day because it's summertime. We have Jack London Square, which I just found out something that I was looking up. Oh, they moved the presidential boat. That boat in front of everything, that boat, it belonged to Eisenhower? Or, I mean, which president? You're the one who knows that. I'm happy to see you too, Carrie Ann. Truman, some president. That was the presidential yacht. And it's been here forever, and they're trying to get it restored. But he's moved, because usually you can see where the flagpole is, because that is what's called Jack London Square. That rake had a whole square named after him, because he got the inspiration for all of his stories at the First and Last Chance Saloon, which was at Jack London Square. Jack London Square was dedicated in 1951, and his daughter was even here because he is born and raised in Oakland. And that's a charter yacht. I guess that would be a yacht, not a ship. Ship/yacht. They have a lot of charters around here. That's a dinner cruise. But Jack London Square was one of my favorite places when I was a kid because they have a big old tree at Christmas time. So I would be farther down the waterfront right now, except for the sun is going down and I miscalculated how long it would get here, as usual. So, and then I had St. Bernard Tech. I could have even filmed the St. Bernard and Boxer. She said I could. But they went inside. So this is the beautiful view from Alameda. We still pick on Alameda because of the movie Jaws. Saw it when I was 10. And so we used to call Alameda Amity Island when I was growing up, because growing up in Oakland, you always had to pick on Alameda because they were the bougies. They were.
Yeah,
see, I'm even giggling.
Didn't exist back then.
It's been a long, weird day, and figured I'd do this and start my collection here. Tomorrow I'll have Canadian geese chasing me, so it'll be a long, strange trip to learning how to do this not stationary or walking around a block. So somewhere in there is the building that actually turned into condos, and I wanted to live there, but at the time we couldn't, and it was, I think they wanted something like $3 million 10 years ago when they did that. It's a Tribune building, which I'll show you guys at night one of these days. It's where they used to have the Tribune newspaper. And I just read, because reading up on my Jack London, because I've forgotten a lot about it, was that it had to vacate from the 89 earthquakes. It had earthquake damage. So it has those big ugly X bars in it to support the building. But the Tribune went down to Jack London Square till 96. And since nobody does real newspapers anymore, and they were bought up by God knows who bought every other paper in the Bay Area at least. Thank you. And that's what I'm doing. It's distractions.
Double Sheba action. Oh my God.
Okay, I've got to show. This the dogs. This is why we come here. That's double Sheba action. That's where the St. Bernard is, and I had permission to do the St. Bernards. The kid's not looking at me, so I don't have to worry about that. So, because the waterfront has actually become popular, they just finished it in March, and it's named after someone important that was Filipino. I can't remember what he did, but his name is impossible to pronounce. It's like
without snickering.
Without snickering or knowing Tagalog. So it's like we've gone from, you know, the international house of everybody in Oakland to let's start doing migrants' names who you can't pronounce. I'm gone from that. I'm not gone from this because weirdly enough, it is the only thing I have a creative strike in for real. That's not any kind of humbling. The only other thing I can do, and me and Eddie figured it out, was, oh God, I forgot it already.
Oh, the subjects?
No, the VP. Because I was a VP assistant. It was VPs who want to be dominated.
Yeah.
You know the movie Secretary? Now back switch it to where I'm the head guy and my VP is the secretary. So besides office work, this is the only creative thing I've ever been able to be good at, which used to drive me crazy because I didn't have, all my friends were artists except for me. So even one of my best friends is a real writer, and I was supposed to be the writer, and she took back what she said, but one night when she was drunk, she said, I thought I was supposed to be the writer. So, or you were supposed to be the writer. So the little one's yelling at somebody. I'm far enough that you can't see the child. But yeah, that St. Bernard is awesome. And she even gave me permission. She sounded German or something. But she gave me permission because I had my gimbal up and I said I wasn't going to film. And she said, you can film, no problem. And it was like, damn. And the boxer just walks over the St. Bernard because they belong to the same person. Which of course they were. That St. Bernard probably thinks the boxer's great for lunch. So yeah, no, I couldn't take the look on Eddie's face when I said I wasn't going to do it anymore. So, and the BFF is worried that's why I'm going to go chase, or Canadian geese are going to go chase us tomorrow because she would never be on, but she is. So it's just like, it's not something I wanted to give up. And the channel was before everything. You look at my very first video, it's August of last year. And that one's funny. Because I'm, scared witless. So it's just like, this channel is mine. Mine. So it'll just be, weird things about the Bay Area and my history. And there are enough, weird things to keep you interested. Hell, in Alameda alone is a closed naval base that's really fun to go watch people at. And, we can start the Sky Bar tours with non-alcoholic drinks. Because my brother used to take me to the Hyatt Regency in San Francisco. That's fun. It's starting to spin again. They fixed it. So I used to go up there with him to spin. It was a great way to kill an hour when you're, when you have your 13-year-old sister with you. And he was 20, so. And have virgin coladas. They were like the best things in the world, and their ice had holes in the middle, round ice with holes in the middle. So it was just way too much fun. And you guys think I'm funny now. As a kid, I was so more hyper. So yeah, he used to take me out on the weekends or on Fridays or Saturdays or Sundays, and we go do things like go to Tower Records, go to Pier 39 and play Defender. The only video game I've ever truly played besides Tetris is Defender. And so he would go waste a roll of quarters on that for me or play pinball. So, and yes, that's why I said I'm the youngest in the family, and even at my age, I'm still the youngest in the family. So I'll always be her. So it's not Damien or Dora today, it's somewhere in the middle. So, oh, that's okay. It's like I see a light beeping somewhere. If you guys, I don't think you guys can see it. And it's always looks like it's in the hills, and it's not. It's a building that's in the flight path, I guess, because that all there, where's my finger? That all there is new. So, and that all there is new. And oh my God, I love the ones with the windows. My cave, I have, but And then there's these guys. A lot of people use their boats around here. It's really weird. I never realized it until I was older that, you know, this place lives up to Amity like you wouldn't believe. So, and this is the new public dock that belongs to the waterfront, and there's somebody that parked their catamaran. Have you parked your catamaran lately? I didn't even know they came that small. It was.
Park your catamaran there.
They were coconut juice, but they were coconut juice with something else. I'm trying to think, but they were creamier. I haven't tried the coconut juice nowadays, but I have a feeling it would be rather thin. This was like more of like a minus rum drink, sort of like they had it already mixed up for the day, and they just would add the booze afterwards. So. I don't even want to know what you think that means. Stop that. See, and the little red boat is some kind of tug. Wait till I show you guys Coast Guard Island. They have big old ships there.
It's a historical fireboat.
Is it it's a historical fireboat that was probably, and they have a Christmas parade of boats too. And it's like, maybe that's what part of it was. But yeah, halfway down the island. Hi, Pup Groomer. Halfway down the island is Coast Guard Island, which the people in Alameda, I've heard, don't like it because they can't build a bridge between where like this is and Jack London Square, because they're real cutters, so they're really big boats, and they got mad, and it was like, you idiots, that's how it saves you in the freaking ocean. We have life flight going over this waterfront at least every couple of days we're here, so it's like, and my dad's it's a retired coastie. Hi, Queen Suki Mao.
From Santa Cruz?
Oh yeah, you're at Santa Cruz. Hey, maybe I can get there now. Maybe one of these days. But that could be forever. Who knows? So yeah, no, the cutters are great. And there's like a rental like development across the street, and I threatened that if I ever made a ton of money somewhere, somehow, or even won the lottery, I would rent one of those that faced Coast Guard Island and have my office there. Oh, I wish, but there's no way in heck I'm going to Vegas. Besides, like I said a couple of streams before, is that we've canceled all vacation plans because of we're keeping an eye out on his mom right now. So that's why it says, also, it's like, I just found out I'm diabetic 2 weeks ago, and my cholesterol's through the roof. So it's like, there's so many things I can be focused on right now and should be focused on that I couldn't take any more picking on me. So yes, this is the this is the Oakland estuary. No matter what you say about Oakland, the estuary is beautiful. And I do miss my hometown, so, but maybe not for a couple of more years. When we bought our house, we almost bought one in Jack London Square. We actually were looking at places like that one because the governor of California actually lives in Jack London Square. The old Governor Brown. So he used to park his VW in his front in his living room because he had a loft. I always wanted a loft. Of course, Eddie always wanted it to be suburban. He won. And we went in on the house 50-50. So this is how much I love my husband. Yeah, excuse me. He just said excuse me while I rent. Yes, you can fish off the pier. There's even a fish washing station on the other side of the playground. So they're serious when they made this place. And one of my BFFs, if Sam's here, she'll know the third one of us. He actually would fish here in San Francisco and would get sturgeon. And he would say that it was the best thing in the world. And we'd always say, oh my God, you're going to kill yourself with getting sturgeon out of the bay. So, and we see people when we come by, if it's nighttime, we see people fishing. So, And you can tell when it's been a good day because, boy, that fish station reeks.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I wouldn't eat anything out of this bay, but they make really good, probably hella toxic fish in this bay. So, that's the good part about it. So, let me think. Wow, look at the cabin cruiser over there.
What?
They're getting to be like more nice boats across the bay from here. So it must
the
be
ones
from
way over there in the distance.
Yeah, it must be from those really cool like glass condos. So no, it's just funny seeing the beautiful new waterfront on Amity Island. And like I said, one of these days, actually, we'll bring our bikes to Naval Air Station, the old Naval Air Station, and I'll put it on my handlebars because I haven't been on a bike in probably 30 years. And we're now on my second bike I haven't used. So all he needs to do, because we took it to a bike place and they said it was fine. It's all he needs to do is inflate the tires, and I always threaten to use it. So I have more time now because the round trips used to take about anywhere from 2 to 3 hours. So I'll be able to like do goofy stuff like that. That's why I said we're gonna get chased by Canadian geese because they're mean tomorrow. And they've been chasing people for 20 years at least where we're going. It's like they found out they like it here and stayed. There are a lot of places there are, but they're notorious for chasing people where I'm going tomorrow. So I'll probably be there, I said about 6 or 6:30. So Eddie Papa Cat can mod. And he can also watch because he does get his jollies watching me for real. It's so funny. So, and I got to put the tripod because I could have just put it up here.
Yeah, we could have brought
I could have put it on one of these pylons right here and just could have sat there and moved the camera around, go, this is your tour of Oakland. It's not as hideous as everybody says.
Like LA flights, but it would be Oakland boats.
Yeah, instead of, if there's a channel we love called LA Flights. Hi, Lisa Love. You got the info, right? No, the geese are funny. Oh, God. Watch them chase kids a long time ago was so much fun because it was like, kids don't know any better, and they're all excited about, oh, look, someone did a water taxi. They came from across Jack London Square over to here.
Holy cow, I haven't seen that yet.
Probably private boat because they're going to set up a water taxi, from what I heard, here next year. And it'll be yellow like a taxi. So yeah, no, the Canadian geese, they're beautiful, but they're all over the Bay Area because they never made it. I guess they used to go to Mexico or something, and one year they landed here and didn't go anywhere. So they didn't even go back home. So we have an abundance of Canadian geese around like water or parks around here. So, and they're really pretty, but they're evil. That's the thing. It's like, you know, having a bunch of supermodels hanging out at, you know, was it Studio 54 and they're all coked and boozed up, you know? We're pretty. Ah!
What was that?
Nothing. And I want to say that may be, I should look it up. Where is it? Okay. There's a boat there that you can see the red, and it actually says Relief on it. I think it's an old Greenpeace boat. It's been there forever. I need to look it up though, because I'm sure there are a bunch of people who, you know, are like me and love our Oakland. So they probably would know what that boat is. That, and let's see. It's like, here's the tour of Oakland from the waterfront. Where the crane is, and then you see a spire behind it, that's City Hall. It is based on something. I need to look it up. I think, Oakland and San Francisco have always fought. I think the City Hall is based on either something in Oakland or something in New York. So, because it was built around that time. So, I don't know. But yeah, I could tell you tons of Oakland history and saying that what Oakland, you know, that San Francisco made Oakland do this or that because, you know, we were butthurt and wanted it to be just as good. Yes, we don't like to export problems. And next week, maybe, I'll be able to do just a live stream from the ferry because we were going to practice for Pride, and maybe we'll go to the parade anyway. Because you've never been to a parade, have you?
No.
He's never been to a pride parade. I've been to so many, it's crazy. And that's just because when you DJ, you're not awake on Sunday morning. Hell no. So it's like, you never see a DJ unless they've been up all night. So, and usually the ones who've been up all night, since we're all too old to do drugs now, they just are night owls. So I'm going to drag them to Pride and we're going to take a ferry, but I wanted to do a test ferry.
Yeah, to see about the bandwidth.
Yeah, to see about the bandwidth. And also to see how hard it'd be but they don't have a lot of balconies like they used to.
Oh. Okay.
So it actually may be easier because...
Well, on the back there.
Well, yeah, no, but I mean, remember, they used to be around the whole ferry practically. And I figured we'd be like Titanic and getting the wind in our hair.
Don't say Titanic.
Hey, oh God, one of my favorite streams of Chow was talking about the cruise they're all doing and then talking about Titanic at the same time. It was funny. So, yeah, so we're going to catch the ferry and go out to San Francisco and probably grab a bite somewhere near the market, near the ferry building. And I'll do another Embarcadero stream, or maybe, we'll just keep going and, we'll hang out. But I'm trying, I'm not doing so bad. 21 minutes so far. So, I'm only going to be on maybe 10 more minutes. I'm just checking out my sea legs. Seeing if I could pull it off, basically. I wasn't sure if I could. That's why it's like, I know exactly where this is. I know that it's safe. I don't have anything to worry about, so we'll do it from here. I just did it early because someone else is doing theirs at 7. And I knew that one way or the other, I'd probably be leaking my eyes out. So it's like, no one's seen my face today for sure. So... So we almost moved it there, or I wanted, we didn't almost move there because he never saw it, but I wanted to live there too, because I wanted to live in a high rise. I got a high rise, except it's 3 stories and it's all one house. How's that for being grouchy? God, I wonder if he's rented. Seriously, look at the little water taxi guy. He's waiting. I wonder if someone actually got smart enough to rent, because hell, if I had a boat, I'd do water taxi, no problem. So
yeah, he looks like he's waiting.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Farther down Alameda near Nob Hill Foods, which is a supermarket that I get the best fried chicken from the world in, and I'm gonna get yelled at by my doctor because it's not gonna help my cholesterol levels. There are water taxis that go from one side to the other. So since they said they're gonna have water taxis, this guy might have taken advantage of it, and I would have. It's got to be easy to get a business license for a water taxi. He just has to pay attention to, the boats because of the dinner cruises and stuff. So it's not that hard. So it's like, I bet you he's making a ton of money. Well, a ton of money for someone who has a boat. Thank you, Carrie Ann. You need to send me pictures of Soda and Orion. And I also told Eddie that he's in trouble now, because now I'll be able to get my dog. I want a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. My luck, I'll get a Chihuahua. It'll be a rescue, but it's like they have rescues for everything, and it'd be funny if I have to go back to like New Jersey to get a King Charles rescue. But my luck, I'm going to go into, because I'm also thinking about walking dogs. Everybody needs so many volunteers at rescues. Oakland and Alameda don't even, they care, but they don't do the whole process like they used to. They're like, you want to walk a dog? Where do you live? Okay, this is you. Okay, fine, go. We'll give you the most calm. We'll give you the calmest one to start with. So it's like, I was thinking about also going to walk dogs. That used to be a restaurant called Kincaid's. It was cool, and that's a restaurant called Scott's, and everybody goes there for prom. Still, we've seen it. A friend of mine got a foster, and it was a foster fail because it was a German Shepherd. She had just lost her husky to her ex, because dogs are considered property. So she was fostering. Of course, it was a foster fail. So she had Zelda, who is an American Shepherd who was nothing but legs because we couldn't put her down when I came for lunch a couple of times because she hadn't had her shots. So it was nothing but legs. I have pictures of Zelda and her legs. So it was funny. But yeah, because I said, oh, I should come and walk dogs. She goes, they vet, but not the whole class thing like they did before. They give you the easiest dog on the planet. So
I get a good shot of a sailboat coming in.
we'll get a good shot of a sailboat coming in. Well, no, you're blocking the sun. Go back to blocking the sun. Yeah, I need to get a shade for it, especially, and it was funny when I said I wanted to do the waterfront. He was like, well, walk from the tugboats. I'll show you guys tugboats next time. And I wasn't thinking about it. I was going to go into the sun. So, and I noticed the other day when I was looking at one of my lives, because I'm actually going to look at them, is that the sun hits the camera perfectly. Isn't that neat? That's like a typical day. Hi! See, we all wave to them and they wave back. And that's a really cool older boat. Bet you they've had that thing forever. Look at it. That would be fun to hang out on. And I probably could, considering the dad's in one of those clubs, and I'm sure they all have boats. So, what? Corgi alert, corgi alert. Let's see, corgi. Oh my God, is it a puppy? Okay, turn away. I don't want to invade people's privacy. Most people are really cool about it in Alameda. Actually, everywhere in the Bay Area except for the city about if you film their dogs. It's just, they're like me. Don't film my face. So, oh my God. It's doing the corgi trot too, where it's like, you know, like a horse sort of, because they're too long to do the 4 legs in synchronization. And next I'll be describing how the water taxi works. So yes, I've gotten my feet wet. I think I can do this, and Canadian geese will chase us tomorrow. So like I said, I'll be on probably about 6:30, trying to just figure out what, where, when, sort of. And I only thought this was going to be about 15 minutes, but boy, can I just prattle on. That's a good thing. So, oh, and I think one more thing, because yes, I'm going to promote where I live, where I grew up, my Bay Area. I think that's like a crab shack right there. I think there are crabs on it and everywhere that you can eat at. Right. Where's the finger? I'm zoomed in so much. Finger. Oh, now we got my finger. So right there. So thank you, Carrie Ann. Thank you, everybody who is here and who's a lurking. That's what. And they're playing music. I wonder, across the estuary. It's not a band. They do have bands there. Is it?
Hell, I could probably Shazam it if it wasn't live.
Anyway, so thank you. Yes, you can. Yeah, they're they're big, thick glitter chunks because my manicurist loves glitter too, so she always has glitter. We got another boat. These are definitely the older ones. These are the people who probably didn't go to Tahoe, because everybody goes up to Tahoe during the summer, or goes up north to like Sebastopol and all that. So these look like the people who've had their boats for a while. So it's cool. Yay! Hello! Wave! They're not. Hi! It's so funny. It's like watching fire engines going by when you're a kid and you wave. So anyway, so I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Going, what the hell was I doing? Thinking about that Canadian geese wouldn't chase an adult. Okay? Ciao, Bellas.